Fine, sir.
Hi, Rajat.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Siddharth. Dr. Siddharth, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, Siddharth, good morning.
Yeah, you are the but little late. I am driving right now, so I
No, no,
don't
it's
know
okay.
how
We
is the
are just
network,
going to
but I
start.
think so. We are good
Yeah,
to
yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead.
You are on time.
Hmm. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Dreaming of the perfect SEO tool? Looking for an easy way to get market research in?
Today is very hot day in Sydney. And Swapnil, and what your side?
It's
Sir, I can't agree
this
more.
side though.
Like,
Yesterday
In India, is also hot?
in India though, it's quite a pleasant weather right now. Yesterday we had a very good quick rain, although there was little bit of hailstorm too. But
Okay.
in next 2 3 days there is a warning for hailstorm all over India.
Oh,
But
okay.
right now it's quite pleasant.
Okay. Okay.
And after
But
two, 3 months, it is first time that I could open my windows while driving and have a fresh air.
okay. Actually, the Australian weather is like totally opposite to the India. Whenever like in winter in India, there will be summer.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. I just that share the link in my that group. Some of
Okay.
they are maybe joining.
Yeah.
Just
Thank you so much.
yes, sir. But they don't know what is this is for because I not get time to tell. I just only
That's
send
why,
in link.
so
Yeah.
we are here, we'll give some insight. So if they are first time, they don't know about AMC.
Yes, sir.
But many of the, they are trying to give like FMG in India or like NMC in Nepal.
Yeah. So you just tell them a little bit about that AMC exam because so many of my friends is joining just now and they are
Yes,
online.
we have basically this AMC lecturer also with us, Dr.
Yeah.
Sapul Sharma. So today webinar basically for medical doctors for AMC, those are looking to migrate to Australia. So if you have any questions, you can ask us today. And even if you are from other background also, you can ask at the end, not in between. Okay. Can we start now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hmm. Actually, we are doing this as per the Indian time in the morning because you guys are very busy the other days. So Sunday we choose, so might be you guys are free, but doctors are like, they are never free. They are in hospital most of the times. So we choose, I think this time, like the morning time, you guys are free, so you can attend this webinar. Dr. Siddharth, are you
Yes,
still
sir.
in the hospital?
I just finished my night shift and I'm going back home, and
Okay,
then I
okay.
will again gonna have a evening shift. So, but it's okay. Yesterday that it was not that heavy. So, and there were three
But in
doctors. So,
emergency is like, every day is some days are very,
but now
very.
it's used to for us. Now we are
Yes,
in
yes, yes,
ER from last 5 6 years. So we
yes.
don't have a problem. The only thing is some days it does very heavy. Luckily, yesterday night was not that heavy. So we got to relax for 2 3 hours.
Yes, Dr. Manoj Chaudhary. Hi, Dr. Manoj. I think we can start now. Okay, some guys are joining. Okay.
Hello.
Yes, Mehboob.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. My name is Mahbub Basha.
Hmm.
I am a BPharm graduate 2021 passed out, sir.
But this is for MBBS doctor, not for pharmacist. We clearly mentioned. Even you can see, I'm sharing the screen. So you stay here. You can ask at the end. So today webinar for medical doctor. But if you are from other background like pharmacist or nurse or lab technician, physiotherapist, still you can be asked the questions at the end.
Okay.
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 Okay, so I'm just going to start and we'll okay. So guys, today basically we are going to discuss about the medical doctors. If one of you are MBBS and minimum and you MD MS and you are looking to migrate to Australia, so we're happy here to give the answer. And today with Dr. Sukhna Sharma with us also. She's one of the lecturer for this course. So if you have any questions, any doubts, please ask. So, see, do you want to this webinar to be recorded? Yeah. Yes. Okay, guys. Hi, guys. This is for basically for medical doctors. So if you are MBBS, MD, or MS and looking to migrate Australia, so we are here to help you. If you have any questions, you can ask. So I'm just going to give very brief introduction about us and what we are doing and what the pathway to come to Australia. So if you have any questions, you can ask. And we also have a lecturer with us. She is Dr. Sukhna Sharma. She did MBBS MD from India. Currently, she is in Australia. She completed this AMC pathway process. So if you have anything, you can discuss with us. But if you are from other background also, you can ask, but at the end. Okay? Stay with us. So academically, basically, is helping for the healthcare professionals to migrate Australia. So personally, I feel that Indians healthcare professionals are not that much in Australia. There's a lot of opportunities in Australia to migrate. That's why we started this academically. So academically is helping all the healthcare professionals to migrate to Australia to complete their process A to Z, need a skill assessment and provide the coaching to pass the exam. And if you need a lawyer, a job assistant, so everything we will provide you. So my name is Dr. Akram Hemay. So I basically last 10 years teaching experience. So I was lecturer in Malaysia, India, now in Australia. Yeah, so I completed my PhD in public health from University of Sydney. I'm one of the lecturers at University of Sydney currently. So we have amazing faculties here. So Sapun Sharma is one of the faculty. She's with us here. And so she's basically the main course coordinator for this course. So the opportunities for doctors in Australia. So Australia gives basically 200,000 permanent visa every year, so you can well settled in Australia with your family. Okay, and currently there is a 10,000 vacancies available for the doctors, and there is a Australian Medical Association also. They recently they published an article in November 2022. This about they are struggling to get a GP shortage, and the salary is very high, so around up to 400,000 for a GP. Yearly they can earn in Australia. So there are some other advantages apart from this. For example, the education for your kids and healthcare access is free in Australia. So apart from, and there is a lot of opportunity for a professional development. You want to do like CPD points and all those things are compulsory to renew your license, and the hospital and where you are working, they will pay your food most like. And there is a very I can say like work-life balance. Here you just need to work 8 hours. Rest of the hours you can give to your family, and you can sleep nicely here. So this is not like Indian scenario in Australia. And there is big opportunities for doctors in Australia. That's why there is a visa. They are given a very short time, within 1 week, 2 weeks. There is a possibility to get a permanent visa, and very high quality of life as compared to India or whatever country you are here. So for basically there is some steps towards your dream. So if you want to migrate to Australia, the first step you need to complete that is called document verification. So we will do, academically we'll do behalf of you. No need to worry. You just need to provide us your document, scan copy of the document. And then there is a exam you need to pass, this AMC 1 exam. And this is basically a monthly exam. You can write anywhere in Australia. There are so many centers in India. And once you pass this exam, then you are eligible to register as a limited registration, and you can practice in Australia after AMC 1 exam. Mostly you can work as a JMO, Junior Medical Officer. And simultaneously, you also need to pass this English test like IELTS or TOEFL, PT or OET. So we will also provide you the coaching for PT as well. So this will complete your document verification. We will provide you 4-month coaching for AMC 1. Also will provide you 1-month coaching for English. So all these steps complete and you can start working in Australia. And for your full registration, you also need to pass AMC 2. Then you can be you will get a full registration and you can start practicing in Australia. And the other English requirement, basically 7 overall. Individual you need in IELTS, equivalent in PT 65. So documents, basically we need your bachelor degree, your master degree, the degree certificate, or your course completion certificate, or letter, and transcript and work experience if you have, but work experience is not mandatory. And valid passport, government ID, and 1 passport photograph. And please, you must be registered. If you're registered, is there. If you're not registered, still you can register here. For example, if you are completed from China or Russia or any other country, your MBBS, and you did not pass this FMG pathway in India or NMC in Nepal, still you are eligible to sit this AMC exam. So this will give you the more insight about the exam. So basically, once you complete all this, pass this part 2, then you are eligible to apply this permanent visa, and I can say PR visa 190, 186, 189, and there are some working visa also you can apply 482, 494, and 491. 491 is the most likely you get. This is a regional visa, sponsored visa, and they will give 5-year visa, and after 3 years you need to apply for your permanent residency. So these are some of the things. Yeah. So our team, and then another pathway also is there. So if you are a medical doctor, you did your MBBS, and you are working as a medical administrator, you have 1 year experience working as a medical administrator, still you are eligible to apply your 491 regional sponsored visa, especially in these 4 states: NSW, Northern Territory, South Australia, and Western Australia. Okay. And then once you got, and then you can, again, if you want to practice, then again you need to try this AMC 1 and AMC 2. And you have to go on the same thing. So what you can do, if you have already have experience, you can come on this visa, or you can apply for this visa, and simultaneously you can start prepare for AMC 1 with us. You know, you can come medical administrator first to Australia, and you want to write later on AMC 1, you can. Is up to you. And we also have a loan facilities or EMI facilities from the edu ones. So if anyone needs. So now we can take your questions. So whatever you have. Yes, Dr. Manoj. Manoj, can you please ask your question? Or Siddharth? Yeah, Dr. Siddharth, please. Siddharth, please ask your question.
I'll be asking. I have.
Actually, your voice is breaking. So if you can rejoin.
I'll be asking after 2 minutes.
Your voice is
Someone.
Your voice is breaking. We are unable to hear clearly. So if you can rejoin, or maybe the network issue from the side. Yes, Dr. Vikas Chand. Vikas Chand. Yes, Elvin. Yes, Elvin, please ask.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes. Yes.
Hello. Okay, sir. I did my MBBS from China, and currently I'm in India and trying for the FMG exam.
Yes. So
Okay,
basically, without passing this FMG, if you want to migrate to Australia, you can.
Okay, I mean, without the AMC pathway, also I need to undergo the hospital administration degree, right? And also I need to have 1 year experience, as far as I know from the academically team.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you want to apply for as a medical administrator, and
okay,
so you must have in your home country registration, doctor, and 1 year experience. Then only you can apply as the administrator.
like I need to have the registration as the hospital administrator, right?
Yes, not an administrator,
Okay.
but as a general physician. I mean, as a doctor, you must be registered in a home country. But if you want to go
Yeah.
for AMC, so AMC does
Okay.
not require this registration. Without registration, you can write AMC 1.
But for the hospital administration, I need to pass the FMG exam also. That's what you're saying.
Yes. Or you can come to Australia and study here in Australia.
Study what course, sir? Study the hospital administration or?
Yes, administration. It's not a hospital, it's like healthcare administration.
Okay, like is it like Master of Public Health or something like that, or which one? Master of Social Work.
It's like a MHA, Master of Hospital Administration in India. So similar here, Master of Healthcare Management.
Okay, Master of Healthcare Management in Australia. So I can get the PR after that. Is it a PR pathway?
Yes,
or?
if you got the job after you complete your degree and you got
Okay.
job and working experience 1 year, then you are eligible to apply.
Okay. So without the Indian registration, I can't come for the hospital administrator, right? I mean, even
Yes.
though I did the degree in India, I can't come there, right?
No, if someone is did in India a degree, MBBS degree, they automatically got the registration. As of now, maybe in future they are planning for next exam. They also need to pass the exam. But for you, no need because you are from China. So if you want to
Okay.
practice in India, you need to part that FMG. So I think next year is FMG also going to be replaced by this next exam.
Yes, that is what I also heard. So the final thing is I need to pass the FMG and do the hospital administrator.
And
Then
why
only
you
I
are
can.
arguing on administrator? We are saying come for AMC exam. Why you are skipping? You are a doctor. Why you did your
Understood.
MBBS? If you want to go ordinary
And-
job.
Yeah, that is correct. That is correct.
Yes,
So
so
you are.
go for AMC exam, and that must be your final destination.
Yeah.
Don't
That's right.
skip that here and there. Then what is the purpose to doing a MBBS?
Yes, that is right. Now, how about the AMC assistants? Like, you will be providing the coaching and everything else, right?
Yes, we will providing A to Z assistance basically. We provide the
Okay.
coaching for this. Dr. Swapnil is here. She is the lecturer. So if you have any
Okay.
questions, you can ask. So basically, you no need to see any other book or something. We will give
Okay.
all the resources here. Live sessions basically, you just need to revise those content.
Okay. And you'll be giving the mock test also, right?
Yes,
For both
everything.
clinical,
We will give
clinical and MCQ.
last 10 years question papers apart from our mock test.
Okay, for both the clinical and the MCQ, right?
Whatever they ask in AMC 1. So you have to complete first AMC 1, then English, then AMC 2.
You'll be giving coaching for AMC 2 also, right? Not only one.
Yes, in future, once you pass the exam.
Okay, understood.
Yes. So
Nice.
basically we help A to Z, so at the end. We have several other courses. We are already running those part 1, part 2. This is we are
Okay.
launching for AMC. So first we launch AMC 1, then A2 as well.
Okay, currently you're having only AMC 1. Okay, understood.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, Dr. Chakravarti. Yes, Dr. Chakravarti, please ask your question. Or what is this? Amor. Please ask your question.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Bikash.
Hello.
Yes, good
Good
morning.
morning, sir. I am graduated from Philippines. Now I am in Nepal. What are the process for us there? For
Same. We told you have to go for first the document evolution, then AMC 1, then
Yes, sir.
English, then
For-
AMC 2.
for-
Same
for
process for
AMC
you.
for AMC one,
Without
we have to go
registration.
to Australia, or we can give the exam here also.
AMC 1 you can give in your home country.
Home country.
AMC 2, you need to come to Australia to write the exam.
Okay.
So we have center in India, several centers, but I'm not sure in Nepal it is center there, but you can come to India if you do not have any center.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yes, please ask the
Hello,
question.
sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
So
you.
can you hear me well? Okay, so my question is like after AMC1, passing the AMC1, then how do you apply for the job, or what's the process after that? And yes, that's what I would like to know. And
You know, for
also,
any job, if you are looking, there is the same process. You have to find a job or apply. So nothing special, so there is basically some websites in Australia. So all the jobs, they are available there. For example, LinkedIn or seek.com.au. So all this, and there are so many recruitment agencies also there. They hire.
yes, sir. And then you said it's a junior medical officer or something
Yes.
after you pass AMC1.
Yes.
And so you're still you can still work as a general practitioner
Need not
or
general
under?
practitioner.
Sorry,
Suppose if you can give the answer.
Yeah, so it is basically like you cannot, just after passing AMC Part 1, you cannot practice as a general practitioner because you will not have full registration. So basically the pathways after AMC 1, they give you a registration and with which you can only practice under supervision. So that is why you are being offered a junior medical officer post or a resident medical officer post, which is one upgradation level to your internship. If you have completed your internship, you can do those jobs. If you haven't completed your internship in your home country, then you have to apply for internship first after passing AMC Part 1. You can practice as a GP only after you have obtained your AMC certificate, which is actually you get it after you clear your Part 2 or you get a work-based assessment program. I hope
Basically, AMC 1, you need to work under a supervision of a senior doctor, we can say, or a accredited doctor.
So after AMC 1 and under the supervision, how long is the, let's say, the experience, or
basically
how
your
long after
aim
that
to
we
once
can
you
apply
pass
for
this Part
AMC
1,
2?
your aim to study for Part 2 immediately. As soon as possible, you need to pass AMC 2. So this can be like 6 months, 1 year, and whatever time. So if you do not get your internship in your home country, for example, someone is from like China, Russia, or Philippines. So in that case, you can do 1 year or whatever. So basically, your aim, once you pass Part 1, you need to pass Part 2 as well. So you have to start preparation for Part 2. So whenever you are ready, you can go for Part 2.
Sir, and then the next question is, are we going to be paid, or and then?
Yeah,
Yes.
if you are applying for jobs, that is a paid job. If you are going for an observership, that is like neither paid nor they take you anything and nor they will give you anything. But if you're going for proper jobs that are JMO jobs, then definitely that is a paid job.
This is like same question I can give you in India. There's a very famous doctor. You just want to work with him, whether he will pay to you, yeah, or not. You just want to him how is that doing, the thing. So this observation, similar thing, they will not pay. But if you are doing this GMO job or any kind of job, you are applying. So this is a paid job.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So, sir, what is the level of availability of these jobs? And I mean, how easy is it to get these jobs?
Mostly, if you are in Australia, there is more chance to get the job. If you are in India, obviously, they have to sponsor your visa and all those things.
Yeah, so Dr. Akram, I would like to intervene in this. So Dr. Siddharth, like, I don't know whether this is true or not, but recently what I have seen the trend is many of them overseas are getting job. I don't know why. So I can actually tell you, like, people from India, Bangladesh, Nepal, I've seen so many people getting jobs after Part 1, just because, like, I don't know, maybe they are promoting my overseas migration or something. I don't know the reason behind.
Actually, maybe one reason. Basically the government was changed here recently.
Yeah,
last 8 years there was another government. So there is a new government last, I think, in 8-9 months. Okay, so they increased 55,000 new visa.
Yes.
Okay. So they are promoting for especially for healthcare professionals.
Yes. So basically they are actually, and you might, all guys might have seen the news. So India is actually in good terms with Australia at the moment. So they are also promoting migration. They are offering overseas visas, and healthcare is their topmost priority. So if you clear AMC Part 1, I would say there are, like, if after AMC Part 2, definitely job opportunities increases a lot. But at the moment also it is a lot better as it was used to be before, because I have seen people saying that, you need to clear Part 2 and then only you will get jobs. But that is not the scenario at the moment, because I am here and I have been going through all this. So yes, even if you part AMC Part 1, you have a good hand on getting jobs over here. Like,
even I recently made 2 girls. They are in my hospital. Both of them are overseas. One is from Hong Kong, and I think one is from somewhere Malaysia.
Yeah. So
They
overseas
both are
migration.
after AMC Part 1.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, Dr. Swapnil. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm also good. I was waiting to have a conversation with you
Yeah.
from last 2-3 days.
Yeah.
Dr. Swapnil, first most important thing, I mean, I don't know if you feel okay to share your story right now, what you just mentioned. I remember you mentioned this last time too, that you have cleared your Part 1 and then I think so, you moved to Australia.
Yeah.
So what sort of challenges you are facing in pertaining to your specialty? Because I understand you are a MD path, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
so what are the challenges, and plus, I mean, how is it, before the MC Part 2, how is the scenario there?
Yeah. So before answering your question, can I know your background so that I can actually relate and
Same guy that ED.
okay,
Emergency
okay.
physician.
Oh,
Yes,
oh
yes.
my God. I would say you don't need.
But I also just 1 second. So everyone, especially the girls, have not that much, because she's married, her husband is working one place, so she
Okay.
cannot go here and there for the job. So she have
Okay.
little bit,
So yeah, that's why, sir, I asked, if she's okay to share her
No,
story.
definitely. I would
I told.
yes,
actually,
yes.
I can actually give you a real time, like how why I told you like I'm seeing that overseas people are, because I saw one of the doctors from India, like from Punjab or somewhere. She worked in emergency for last 3 years, and she's just working in the emergency. She's just MBBS. She hasn't done her post graduation, and she got as a emergency registrar position in like near Sydney. There is a region, Illawarra district. So she got job over there and she got it overseas. That means she cleared the exam overseas. She applied through the JMO campaign, which happened twice a year. She applied through that and she got a job. And this is just one story. There are many which I have been going through at the moment. So at the moment, what is the thing? Overseas migration is topmost. What I figured out, which could be, could not be. I cannot fully.
Actually, the jobs available in the regional area. So for example, someone have, like, for example, yourself, Siddharth, your wife is a software engineer. So engineer will get a job in main city, Sydney or Melbourne. So it's difficult for you to move. Maybe your wife has to live one place, husband live to the other place. Is not like feasible. So similar many other things. So you have to see on. But if for a single guy, so for you it's not a problem. Wherever you got your job, you just move there.
Yeah, so that is what I was saying. Like, you're from emergency background. For me, that if you're asking me specifically what are my challenges, so for me the thing is my added MD pathology degree has become a disadvantage because that has taken me away from the clinical field. And right now, what I am applying for is junior medical officer roles because that is what we are eligible here. So I think that is a challenge for me. For for you, it will be very easy. You just need to pass the AMC Part 1 and you will have an experience of emergency with you. So that is what they are looking for because they want people like dealing with emergency acute conditions.
And so you just share one, example of some Punjabi doctor who just moved, and she also got the job after AMC Part 1 only.
Yeah, definitely after AMC Part 1.
Because my point is this, that AMC is in comparison to other international licensing exams is quite costlier. But then the good thing is that if we can just clear Part 1 and get a job there, then Part 2 clearing will not be that issue once we are into the system.
Yeah.
But
so yeah,
how
that
easy it is, and plus workplace based assessment is something which I was reading, and I get to know that it is at very limited places.
Yeah,
So
that is the thing. Yeah. So the first point which you mentioned is actually correct, that it is a costly exam. So what I can say on this is you should give it when you are fully prepared. So it is a doable exam. It is costly, but it is doable. If I would say if every one of us has cleared NEET PG competitive exam in India, we can definitely do AMC. So that is the thing. The other thing, yes, if you want to gain more confidence on job thing, you can search for like every state in Australia do their JMO campaign. So it is basically mass recruitment done twice a year. So I can tell you, like for NSW, we have it in July, August. So at that time, they open a lot of posts for the hospitals they are covering, and then you can apply. And whichever post is not filled during that campaign, that they keep on rolling over that same thing throughout the year. So definitely, we can try, and you can get a job after AMC Part 1.
And apart from this, academically will also help. So whatever the recruitment agencies in Australia, especially healthcare agencies, we will try to give all the information about those agencies. We also, once you guys are some of them already passed the exam, so we will try to ask them, to hire some people.
Also,
Because
the thing is,
at the
you don't
moment,
need
we
to
don't have-
come to Australia. The thing is, you should have this approach very clear, like because you guys are there. You can keep on practicing, just enroll with us, prepare with us, took an exam when you feel confident, give the exam.
Even Siddharth, we have another course for pharmacists. So we have one partnership now in Australia. So we are providing a job for them. But for medical student, अभी कोई पास ही नहीं किया हमारे पास, तो हम tie up किससे करें अभी? So we are just waiting that at least our one batch near about few students will pass. Then we will approach them. Will you willing to sponsor some of our students?
Okay, sir. So, the thing is ki post part 1, the things seems like getting a GMO job is easy. So now what is the, pay difference, payment model of a GMO versus, post passing the part 2 or getting a workplace based assessment? And what is the pay difference? Or
See, there is no pay difference. It is like even if after you pass part 2, to get the registration, you will have to work for, like, I think they assess, APRA is the body which gives registration. So they assess your medical qualification and everything. And on the basis of that, they suggest you how many years of training you required before you can actually practice as a unsupervised GP.
Okay.
Maybe with your background, it is easy. We can because it is actually what is going is inside APRA thing, which we don't know at the moment. So, yes, the thing is, what I would say is, if you are in your home country, just you can, if you're actually you have a goal of coming to Australia or working with the Australian healthcare system, you can prepare, give exam, start applying for jobs from there. Look for visa sponsored jobs, or like as Dr. Akram said, that we will have agencies helping you out. And I don't think so it is difficult to secure a job. And
second part was, I definitely understand, how academically gonna help us in recruitment and all, because definitely, staying into the system, you all will be understanding the system better. And then the referrals are a very, important thing in healthcare. At least, in India also referrals work excellently to get a job than directly applying for a job. So that is where I can definitely see academically helping. But in the preparation part, I read thoroughly in last 2 weeks how to prepare for part 1 and all those books like Murtag and 2-3 different books, and plus Amdex MCQ thing. So after that, looking into those things, as you said, it looks like doable thing in next 6 months for me.
Yes,
just
definitely.
because Murtag is little bit having different concepts and some protocols and these things are different, which I have to work on definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, but then
So that is
how
the only
academically
thing.
comes into that role, like
See,
you as a teacher or as a guide for me, what all I need and what all I not gonna need.
So see, if you have already done your research, you actually know that there is no just one particular thing. Like, you cannot just go to that book and just do it and you are ready for the exam. It is not like that. So what is happening with AMC is, officially they are saying, like, even once you book the exam, they will give you references from which you can read, but those are only like guidelines. So what you have to do is, for every small thing, say every small thing, if you are just going through bronchiolitis in a kid, they have a peculiar guideline for it from A to Z, and they will ask you what next after this, what next after this, what next after this. This is the pattern of AMC. So what our approach at academically is basically to, provide you all the material in one place, provide you a material which after going through everything, all these subjects, you won't be able to recall everything. So we will be providing you handouts, which is like just you read it 2 days before the exam, and 50% of your course will be covered in that. That is how I prepared, and that is what I will be sharing with you guys. The other role of the academy comes is pointing you out things like this is the important topic. If you are preparing for academically by your own, you will definitely need 6 months, maybe first 2 or 3 months to first acquaint yourself. That is what I went through. Like I took 2 to 3 months to first acquaint myself with what is the pattern, why is the answer this and not this, because we are not trained in that, their protocols, standard protocols. And here they have everything is going through standard protocols. It has to be 1 2 3 4. 2 should not come before 1 is the thing. So you should know what is 1 and what is 2, and where to read that what is 1 and what is 2.
Okay.
So that is the thing. So we will be trying to help you through all the guidelines which are being published, how to solve the recalls, what is the approach, what are the recent recalls coming up, because AMC is basically based on recalls. So we will be gathering recalls on behalf of you guys at like last 6 months, 12 months. We will be doing mock tests, all those things. So yeah, that is how we can help you. Like just gathering all the material what you need and providing you at just one place. Because
So
if
basically, after your resources, I would be needing only a MCQ bank subscription, and that would be enough for me. Like AMDEX or something. Or do I have to again go through all those books also at the same time?
No, see, the thing is, actually it depends. The preparation for AMC, I would say, depends also on the individual candidate. Because you belong to a emergency clinical field, I would say you will not need all those books again, because you are actually into the practice. So you have your clinical knowledge with you. If you ask me, because I was an MD path, I had a knowledge of pathology being revised and not the MBBS. Like I did MBBS in 2000, like I completed in 2015. So for me, the preparation went a little different because I have to go back again to my basics. So what I can provide you is also the basic, like the material which we are gathering are making is based on both. You will have some basic also, and also what is needed for the exam. And we will only be covering like the important topics which are being repeatedly asked. But if for your preparation, if you want to subscribe a QBank, you can definitely do. But we will also be providing you all the mock tests, which covers all your previous questions. So the study pattern, the study requirement actually depends on individual candidate.
Basically, Siddharth, we will provide A to Z resource. You no need to go for any other book.
Okay.
Because if you ask me
the
going
booklet
to
plus MCQ.
like if you're asking me to go through like if you want to go to through Murtagh, I also, like when I started preparing, it was the same thing for me. But I don't know, if you have read Harrison, Murtagh will not satisfy you.
Okay.
So you will try to read it, but I don't know, I didn't get anything from it. It is my personal experience. I just tried to then do, and it is actually set to follow, but I haven't seen questions coming from it. It is just like it is Harrison for Australian people in a very concise form. It is just notes gathered up. It will not explain you anything. So if you're planning to read,
Murtagh is not that enough for AMC, you are saying?
It is called a reference book. Like if you get stuck somewhere, then you can go back to Murtagh. But I would recommend going to guidelines and not, like you can go to Murtagh if you want to, if that satisfy your need. But guidelines are a better place because they are updated and
Because see, Dr. Swapnil, in last 2 weeks of reading all those things and all, the biggest challenge I face is MCQ bank is there. That is not an issue. I can subscribe and go start doing the MCQs and all. But the biggest challenge I still face is that this exam doesn't have a specific criteria, just like NEET PG. It is having defined criteria, and plus we have a very good defined resources through which we are reading in India.
Yeah,
right?
that is what I'm saying. There is no specific resource. It is like like if they're asking you one question, it will be the same topic, but every time they will change something about it, and it will be from a specific guideline. So you cannot go to one book and read everything. You might have to look for this guideline, or you might have to look for other guideline, and you should know what guidelines you have to refer for.
Okay.
So what we are trying to do is to actually give you a material which will have all the important points which are being asked. And then what my approach is, like, see, I would not commit that I can be the one who can tell you everything. What we will be doing is, while we are solving the recalls, I can tell you the approach which is being followed in Australia. And that is the thing which is, because see, you can also go to the guidelines and find the answers, but until and unless you know what they are asking, you won't be able to find an answer. Because you need to know what is being practiced over here, what they give importance to. So that is what we can share, because we are here since 1 year and going through the same thing. So we can share that. And then while we are doing the recalls, we can share you all the resources, like how to rule out the option, how to get into the one correct option.
Okay.
Because definitely your practical knowledge is way ahead of us, but what is needed is here is you don't need practical knowledge to clear the theoretical exam of AMC. You actually need what they want. You have to know what they are asking, what is their protocol, and what they follow. That is all. Otherwise, if you compare, definitely I would say if anyone has cleared NEET PG, they definitely have more knowledge than what is required for AMC. You need the approach for AMC.
And if let's say we are starting from next month or something, in next 6 months we are giving the exam, then how soon are we looking forward to, like, I think so this question Dr. Akram can answer better, that scoring a job and landing in Australia, what could be the timeline?
There is no fixed timeline.
So I can,
but it may take around 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, so basically what you can do is, if you're actually planning, I would suggest give your exam before November, because the campaign actually starts with October, November, the job campaign around October to January or something, but it is open for that time. So if you're actually planning this year, give your exam around November, because it will take 6 months to prepare around. So give your exam in November, then you will have time, like December, they will give you the results.
He can give,
yeah, definitely you can give at that time, because we have one more if you feel prepared, you can give it in July, August.
Yes, so don't wait. Once you complete it, you pass the exam, and then also you need to pass the English as well, right? And then you can count at least 3 to 6 months.
3 to 6 months. Okay. Okay, sir, and I think so I missed the initial part. Today you exchange one very interesting thing, that if somebody is having a 1 year background in administrative job, he can directly land up into an administrative job over there, or he have to
not a job. I'm not saying job. Visa, a PR visa, permanent visa.
He can directly get a PR visa.
Yes, 491 visa. It is a regional sponsored visa, 5-year visa. And then after 3 years, you need to apply for PR visa.
But then he cannot get a job there, but
he may not. But most likely you will get. And that's why they already specified this visa for administration. They are not given in the main cities. They are only given to live in the regional area.
Because I went through the RACMA website too, Royal Australian College of Medical Administration. And they have mentioned quite a good lot of details in how to enter as a administrative specialist, because they are taking it as a speciality of a medicine only. Like in India, there are a lot of non-medicals.
Yeah, non-medical. Maybe allied health science. Yeah. Right.
But over here, RACMA, they are mentioning, it feels quite interesting that they prefer a medical clinical background guy coming up more. But then the thing is this, how much regulated it is, I'm not able to comprehend. Like, let's say if there is one guy who's having a 1 to 3 years of experience in medical administration, and he just got this visa, then what is the next step? Will he get a job, or he have to again come and study something?
No, he can get a job. He can, because it is not just you will get job in a hospital administration. You can be here. There a lot of other things, yeah, like it's not like even a GP clinic. There will be 4 or 5 doctors, a few nurses and all those things. This is also need one need an administrator.
Okay.
Even in a small place also, so they need an administrator. Even in the aged care hospital, aged care facilities, they need administrators. So
Okay.
they are not just the hospital. There are so other fields also you can be. Even there is a manager for basically, like a one ward. For example, myself is a manager right now. I did my
Okay, sir.
PhD. So I'm
Okay.
one of the top hospitals in Sydney, Westmead Hospital. So I'm the manager. So I'm a research manager because I did my
Okay.
PhD.
Okay,
So there
sir.
are several positions are there basically.
Hmm.
Even in the, I mean, you are a administrator, right?
Hmm.
So you can be a manager like health, any health.
I get
Health
your
facility.
point. In any other post also you can come in
Yes.
as an
So
administrator.
the scope is not very narrow. So you
Hmm.
only can work in a hospital like any corporate hospital or something.
No, I was just asking this, because last time I remember you mentioned that you can give part 1 and come there for on some study part, like
Yes.
start doing some MBA or something and move there and then give your step 2. That time, last time we were not discussing about this JMO opportunity.
Actually, this is recently I have discussed because I am here last 6 years. I am doing every day new research because I'm launching the new courses. So I
Okay.
found this area, discussed with my lawyer and all those things. That's why I'm telling today. Last time it was not. You are right.
Okay. So JMO is of course a good best opportunity for a doctor,
Even in
right?
a GMO, I
That,
think the
but that
government
will be
giving.
but that will be a work dependent sponsored visa. That will not be a permanent residency. So that will be a sponsored visa if they are providing you.
Basically, you will get if you are in India, coming to Australia, you are looking a job. So company can give you a work visa.
Okay.
They cannot give you a permanent visa. For permanent visa, to earn permanent visa, you need to complete the process. For example, AMC 1 and 2, okay? Or the company can sponsor you after few years.
Okay. So you are saying what that if I am applying for a JMO, they will be giving me a work visa with a
Yes.
specific
Yes.
limited time. My contract is as a job for with them.
Mostly like they give for 2 to 3 years.
3 years. So like you were mentioning, if I am coming through this administrative pathway, I can directly get a PR.
Is not a PR, it is a kind of PR. It is called regional sponsored PR basically. So they give you for 5 years. The condition only you live and work for 3 years.
So after
Then
3 years, you can apply for a PR.
Yes,
in that
but actually you will get. You no need to. They will not see again. You're in like you pass the exam or your English on this on this. They will just check you are living and working last 3 years. So your income last 3 years must have 55,000. But obviously you are a doctor. You earn maybe 100 plus always.
And in this JMO post, you will after 3 years you again have to go through the same process of finding a job and all. If you haven't cleared your part 2 and all, right?
Yes, I mean again you need to clear the part 2. Yes.
Yeah, but even if you
The
clear the
GMO
part 2,
is
then
not a
again you.
permanent job. GMO is not a permanent job. You cannot be lifetime at GMO.
So I mean, in comparison to this work permit, the GMO post versus the administrative entry, which one is better? I just wanted to understand.
I mean, you can try for both. It is nothing harm. If you have experience, the administrator one, you can apply. But if you do not have, then you have to wait for the GMO position.
Because why I am saying so, I have a quality management degree also. I last time told you, I think so, sir.
Your degree,
And I am
they need only the experience. So any hospital, any nursing home, they have to give you a letter that you are working from this date to this date as a manager or something, administrator, and your job role this and that. And they are paying you the salary in your bank account. All those things you need to show to evidence that you are working as a medical administrator.
Okay.
They are saying that MBBS is sufficient. They are not asking that someone have a MBBS plus MHA.
Okay.
Any MBBS or MS, MD, whatever, plus 1 year administrator job.
Administrator job. Okay.
Yes. Okay, Siddharth?
Yeah, I got it. I got your point, sir. Because I am
Yes,
handling
right.
the quality management of emergency department at the same time. And a BH I am looking over into.
Yes, yes. I mean, you can apply. You can show if you have any other higher qualification.
So that is also an option for me. And plus, of course, I want to finish this part 1 definitely.
Yes. Dr. Chakravarti, do you have any question? Or if you can, if you cannot talk to us, if you can just write your question, so me and Sapil can happy to answer.
Can I ask a question, Alvin, again?
Yes, Alvin.
So is there any time period or limited, time frame that within finishing the AMC part 1, you should complete the AMC 2 within a specified time?
Within 3 years.
So it is basically like you get 3 chances to do, the limited registration which they give you after AMC part 1 can be renewed only 3 times. After that, if you want to work, you have to get your AMC part 2 done. Otherwise, you won't be able to do the job.
So basically, after part 1 for JMO, you can work technically for 3 years maximum. And
I think
that much time 3 years, you need to pass part 2.
That much time is enough to pass the part 2.
Yes, definitely. That's why it's more than enough. Basically, your aim 100% focus on AMC 2. Once you pass part 1, whatever you are doing job, just for survival purpose, your aim should be to give the part 2 as soon as possible.
No, that I agree, sir. I mean, my priority will be to look for a WBA program. If I couldn't get into WBA, I can join as a JMO and directly getting a WBA is possible or not?
No,
from India
Dr. Siddharth. So it is like basically for WBA also there are very limited hospitals providing the same, and their eligibility criteria is first you have to be enrolled with them for 12 months, and then they list you up for WA program. So once they have an availability, then you will be called upon. So it is not like that you have just cleared your AMC part 1 and you can directly go to the WBA program. No, first you have to enroll, secure a job with them for 12 months. Once you did that, then you are eligible. That means they will put you onto the list of their WBA program. So if it depends whether they have seat or not, and what all candidates are already there, how much they have to finish, complete all. It is a endless process, which I see from my end. Because first you need to secure a job with them. It is just you have to run after those limited colleges to secure a job. And with your clinical background, I think it will be easy to do a clinical exam.
Okay.
So there is one question one student is asking.
Yeah.
I think that after 3 years, what will happen if we not pass? Yes, if you are not able to pass part 2 within 3 years, then again you need to pass part 1 again.
Sir, I am not sure about this because I actually tried to gather information about this, but there is no actually documented resources even on AMC. So we will.
I know one Bangladeshi doctor.
Okay.
I personally talked to him. His name is Zahid. He is living in Melbourne.
Okay.
But he is not a medical doctor. He was a dentist.
Okay.
So ADC. So he was not able to clear ADC 2. Then he repeated ADC 1, then ADC 2.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that the same thing is here because they are given the 3 years, 3 times, right?
Okay. So yeah.
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Sir, as you mentioned, after MBBS, if you are having 1 year of experience as a medical administrator, then after completion of this administrator job, are we going to directly look for hospital jobs in Australia?
Yes, you can. This is like this. They give you 5-year visa. They are
Yes, sir.
not giving you for medical doctor. They are giving you as a medical administrator. So if
Okay.
you want to be continue that job, you can. But if you
Okay.
can write this in meanwhile AMC 1 and 2, then you
Okay.
can jump into the KAPS clinical.
Okay. So, sir, after finishing this administration job from our home country, we would be doing some sort of job linked to this in Australia, and meanwhile, we would be preparing for MC 1 and 2, and then applying for a hospital.
Yes.
Is that? Oh,
But
okay. Yes.
this visa also very limited because they are given only one visa 491.
Right, sir.
And but like if you pass AMC 1 and 2, there is so many like 190, 189, 186, 482, 494.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So there are so different visas you are eligible to apply.
Okay, okay, yes, sir. And sir, suppose after MBBS, if I have any 1 year of experience instead of a medical administrator in a clinical experience like in a department, so would that be beneficial for me?
No, I mean, there is some doctors are MD or MS, so they have
Yes, sir.
obviously they have more work experience as compared to you. So there is no advantage I get. Yeah, when you are looking a job, definitely will help you because your CV will speak. Definitely you will get a job. Your first preference.
Okay.
Someone have a zero experience and you have a 1 year working experience.
Yes,
So
sir.
they will give you the preference for you.
Okay. And sir, as I had talked with you earlier also, you told that when I would be preparing for AMC 1 in Australia, while I would be studying for a course for 2 years. So in that time, you mentioned that I would be able to do some sort of part-time jobs as a assistant.
This is not just for you. Anyone coming is not for just doctor. Anyone coming to study in Australia, whether they are engineer, pharmacist, nurse, medical doctor, everyone is doing here part-time jobs. And jobs are depend that where you are landing. For example, if you are in Sydney, so there are a lot of job opportunities for you. But if you are maybe in a small city, there is a limited options for you to work as a part-time job. But most of the 99% Indians, they work part-time and they earn enough money to pay their college fees and their living expenses.
Yes, sir. Sir, you mentioned that as a part-time, I would be able to do work as a medical assistant under any doctor.
This is your same JMO job. You can simply JMO. There is no doctor assistant here. So JMO is the assistant. JMO cannot work independently. He only can work under the supervision of a doctor.
Okay, so this we can do while preparing for AMC 1.
Yes.
No, not while preparing.
No, AMC
After
clear.
part.
AMC part 1 clear, then only.
Right.
Okay, but you can
AMC 1 can clear from India itself.
Okay, so I'm clearing it from India itself.
Yes.
And sir, if I enroll in your program, then also I'm clearing it from India only, the AMC 1?
What?
Or from,
Your voice is breaking. Can you please repeat again?
Yes, sir, you mentioned that if I'm enrolling in your program, then I'm going to study for a 2 years course over there in Australia. And meanwhile, I would for AMC 1 in Australia only.
I mean, you can. If, for example, if you are coming on a study visa and now you want to write AMC 1 in Australia, so you can do. You can prepare with us and you can do. So, for example, if you are joining now, so you have enough time. And so next intake is going to be in July. Okay. So if you are confident, you can give this exam in India, or if you want to give this exam in Australia, you can give.
Okay. And sir, that only I was asking that while if I am preparing for AMC 1 in Australia while studying for a course, so the part-time job which would be there, so will that be related to medical field or
any it can be medical and non-medical. Medical you can expect once you clear AMC 1.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Pratik. Yes, guys. Any other question? Yes, Siddharth.
So, very two interesting points were there. First is you just mentioned about the interview part, and I was reading about it too. And there is something called portfolio building and there is a to get a job, especially in Australia in clinical field, you need to have a very good and strong portfolio. Just clearing the exam is not enough, and plus how to give the interview, how to structure your interview is also important. So in that part, how much academically is going to be helpful for us?
I mean, Swipun can give some insight.
You are actually
but-
asking like after clearing the exam, AMC Part 1.
AMC Part 1, if I clear, then I'm applying for a JMO post. Because, in India, job applications are way more easier and the questions are...
No, we will provide you how you can... Job assistance means your CV, your cover letter, and how... There is some job description is here. So you need to respond them to each question. So myself will guide you in that first.
Okay.
Basically, especially all the government job, so they will ask some questions, and those questions you have to address.
Okay.
This is called selection criteria. You need to address. We will help you with that as well.
Okay. And second part, sir, just in my situation, as you know about me now very well, that I'm an emergency physician right now, but I have a management degree too. So what would you suggest for me? Like AMC one to main de hi dunga, koi issue nahi hai. But at the same time, you were telling me about this visa thing, where we can get a 5-year sort of permit. So can we go ahead for application of that at the same time?
Yes. I mean, you just join AMC one, and if you can provide me the document, so we have a lawyer in Australia. He can file your that visa as well.
Okay.
Or you can just wait to pass AMC one, and you can just try for JMO and get your work
Because
visa.
suppose if I have that visa and I have passed my part 1 too, then I don't know, maybe JMO post will be a little bit easier, because then they don't have to give me a
It's not
sponsor
little bit
visa.
easier. It's very, very easier. I mean, because they will consider it as like you are Australian basically. Although you study in India, because you already have a visa. I can give you my own personal experience. So I did my PhD and I was applying a lot of jobs with the same CV. And I was not getting the response much. I thought I got it in many people. Something I'm doing wrong. My CV is not correct. I'm writing the cover letter is not correct. What was the issue? Then I received one email from that you got PR. I updated in the night and I applied few jobs. I got 5 interviews.
Okay.
And of that I got job within 1 week. So this is also important. So if you got, definitely there's a chance.
But on the cost factor, what is the cost of getting that visa?
I mean, anyone is doing MBBS in India, he is paying 1 crore rupees around, especially in the private medical colleges.
No, I'm talking about, sir, this one, the administrative experience.
Yes, that's why I'm saying. So the visa may be the 4-5 lakh total until you got the visa, because the government fee is very high. Even PR visa fee itself $4,255.
Okay.
And then skill assessment fees. And English also you need to pass. So there is some steps. So it's around 4-5 lakhs.
4-5 lakhs.
Okay, guys. Any other question?
Yeah, there was.
I have one more query.
Doctor.
Yes, Alvin.
How about taking the hospital administration course in Australia, and parallel to that, I could prepare for the AMC 1 and 2, right? So I could support, and,
yes, you can.
And while preparing for the AMC also, I can, land, get the PR and land on a job based on the administration field, and in between, I can also prepare for the AMC 1.
If you are coming to Australia to study, this is a 2-year course. Then 1 year working experience. So you are talking like if you are coming this year, so you are talking about in 2026 or 2027. Okay, so you only can apply once you complete your degree plus 1 year working experience. So if you got PR, and then then still you can pursue your part 2 as well.
No, I'm asking if I join for the hospital administration course in Australia. That's what I'm asking. Not about the, I mean, like,
This is I'm
not
saying if
about
you are
doing.
coming to Australia, health administration course for 2 years. So if you are coming July 2023, so you are going to finish in 2025, right?
Yeah.
And after complete this course, you need 1 year working experience for to apply PR.
Okay, that too I'll be getting in the, I mean, like in some of the hospitals in Australia, right? That's what I'm asking.
Yes, yes. Any hospital or anywhere, any health facility. This is a health manager or
healthcare
medical
centers.
manager.
Okay. So I'll be eligible for, after working there only, I will be getting the necessary eligibility, right?
Yes. Yes, guys.
Okay, after clearing, part 2, what is the process? I think so for getting a training post and all, like matching process or what it is in Australia.
Again, yes.
Same thing. Yeah, you have to just apply for, like, after part 2, you will be eligible for full registration. So you will apply. You will first need to secure a job offer, which is easy after part 2. So you have to just secure your job offer, and with the job offer you apply to the registration body. They will give you the registration, and then you can start. Like, here what they say is, like, they have PGY 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of a thing. Okay, so you will be PGY 2 at that time. So then I think you need to, with your experience, maybe you just need 2 years of working as a SMO, SRMO post or unaccredited trainee. You can also get position as unaccredited trainee because you have experience in emergency. So you can land upon those jobs, or you can land upon registrar jobs. And then you can apply for the fellowship programs, or if you want to pursue your emergency as a specialty over here, then you have to get into their training programs. So they don't have exams for, like, we have need to get into a post graduation. They don't have exam. It is basically interviews. So they open up posts, you apply to those posts on the basis of your resume and application, and then they interview you, and on the basis of your interview they maybe contact you. So the process is like that. But I think for getting into those positions you need 2 years, even after passing AMC part 2. But that will be much better than, I think, what is in India, because you will be paid more, working hours will be less, and
here around 130,000 and 180,000, 150,000 you will get, at that time. So whatever you are getting in India is maybe the very huge difference.
Then other thing which you might have heard is locum jobs, which pay even more. So definitely you can do locum jobs and you can earn more. And also for emergency medicine they have ASIM and FACIM, like ACEM and FACEM things. So you can enroll onto those things, and definitely you will have a better future once you pass AMC part 2. See, the thing is, what I understood from my research in these years is that we cannot compare our position with what is happening here, because maybe we have more experience there, but like coming here and doing a RMO job seems little off the track. But if you actually go through into the system, you will realize you are actually doing an emergency medicine job only. So the job will remain the same. You will not be asked to do another job. You will be doing a job which they have asked you for. It's just that they give you a position of medical officer, because this is how their hierarchy works. You have to work for an RMO for 1 year, then 2 years, then 3 years to gain a registrar position. That is how their hierarchy works over here. So that is the thing, but you will be doing a satisfying job, definitely. The job will not be like, what am I doing over here?
That I understand. Means I went through it, and I think so. What you are just mentioning is there are 2 pathways. One is the training pathway, and one is the non-training pathway. So the only thing which I can comprehend from last 2 minutes of your talk is that even to enter into a training pathway, I need at least, after clearing part 2, I need at least 1 to 2 years of working as a non-trainee doctor in Australia, then only I can enter into a training pathway.
So yeah, definitely after passing part 2, you need to have 2 years of experience that you can have in emergency medicine also, because they specifically open up post for emergency medicines, general medicine, psychiatry, like that kind of a thing. So you can work there, and then you're eligible. And also, like after part 2, there are many agencies over here like who provides these facility for you to guide, and that is free of cost. They don't charge you. So they can give you a better input on looking at your CV, your experience and everything. They can better guide you, like what could be a better option for you, either going for this pathway, or maybe you just don't like. I have seen people not just getting a registrar post even after passing part 2 and not doing 2 years of GP training.
Okay.
So it actually is individual based case. With your case, maybe you can directly land up into an registrar post. By registrar post, I mean the post is equivalent to 2 years of doing a GP training.
Okay.
Or an unaccredited trainee, which they called it over here. And the same.
Non-trainee post, basically.
Yes, but it is a above post than higher in hierarchy than a RMO post, because you already have experience in the same field.
What is the pay of a JMO over there?
So see, it depends on the state where you land up. What I have gathered information up till now is in Sydney, like in NSW, it is like around 70 to 90. But as you go above, like in Northern Territory or in Queensland or say maybe Western Australia, Southern Australia, so they have
on average 80 to 110.
80 to 110 for a JMO, but if you clear part 2, it will go around 130 to 150.
Yes.
Okay.
That is a base annual like pay without superannuation. It is a base payment.
Here annuation basically they paid around 10 to 17%. Apart from your salary.
Sorry, what, sir?
I mean, this is like a superannuation means like the
Your
India में
pension fund kind of a thing.
PF जो बोलते हैं PF बोलते हैं ना, प्रोविडेंट फंड जो बोलते हैं इंडिया में, तो वो up to 17% एक्स्ट्रा मिलता है whatever you're getting in salary.
अच्छा, और सर ये क्या बोलते हैं अपना लिविंग कॉस्ट इन जनरल कितना है? मतलब आई नो सिडनी में और
अगर सिडनी में तो हाई रहेगा, पर अगर बेसिकली आपका जॉब मोस्ट लाइकली लगेगा रीजनल एरिया में, तो रीजनल एरिया में जितना भी सिडनी में है ना उसका 40% रिड्यूस हो जाएगा आपका. तो सिंगल आप $2,000-3,000 में $2,000 में आप रह सकते हो रीजनल एरिया में. मैं आई कैन गिव यू माय ओन पर्सनल जर्नी. I came here to on PhD on a scholarship, so I was getting 28,000 yearly scholarship. 28,000 yearly. मैं और मेरे वाइफ हम लोग यहाँ सिडनी में सरवाइव किए 28,000. वो भी एक अच्छी जगह पैरामीटर हम लोग रहते थे 1 BHK हाउस लेके.
ओके, तो मतलब अगर $50,000 में अच्छा खासा सर्वाइवल हो जाएगा,
नहीं आपको 30,000 में मैक्स वेरी गुड सर्वाइवल हो जाएगा. एक आपको रीजनल एरिया में और कम में मिलता है ना, जो बहुत अच्छी सस्ती होती है वहाँ पर. तो मेन जो एक्सपेंस है वो है रेंट का. अगर आपने रेंट को शेयर कर लिया, फॉर एग्जांपल अगर 2 लोगों ने शेयर कर लिया एक 3 BHK हाउस, 3 बेडरूम हाउस, 4 बेडरूम हाउस, तो कॉस्ट बहुत ही घट जाएगा आपका.
सिडनी में क्या कॉस्ट है सर एक 3 BHK के रेंटिंग का इन जनरल? मैं मतलब पूछ रहा हूँ जस्ट फॉर एन एग्जांपल.
हाँ 2 BHK अगर लेना है और सिटी से थोड़ा सा दूर रहोगे, अगर आपको ट्रेन ले सकते हो आप करीब 20 से 30 मिनट की, जो यहाँ पर मेट्रो ट्रेन चलती है, तो फिर आपको मिल जाएगा करीब 300 से लेकर $400 पर वीक. जैसे मैं यहाँ पर अभी हूँ, जहाँ पर मेरा ऑफिस है हमारी सिटी अकेडमी गली का. ये घर जो था मैंने बाय किया है अभी ये घर, और इस घर का रेंट है वो 295 दे रहा था जो बंदा यहाँ रह रहा था इस घर का पर वीक. यहाँ चीज वीकली होती है, मंथली नहीं होती है. सैलरी भी जो है एवरी 40th डे में आपको सैलरी मिलती है ऑस्ट्रेलिया में.
ओके, 300.
But definitely, whatever you will get as a JMO is sufficient enough for you to survive in the regional area.
Even I can say you will save at least 1 to 1.5 lakh per month. 1 लाख तो बचाओगे आप कहीं भी रहोगे JMO वाली से. कोई आप सिंगल आ रहे हो ना कि फैमिली आपकी?
फैमिली मतलब फैमिली एज इन सर वाइफ विल बी देयर.
हाँ तो वाइफ
And
भी तो कुछ कर ही सकती है ना यार, वाइफ
she
क्या
is
करती है
also a
आपकी?
doctor. She is also a doctor.
तो फिर तो
हम्म,
अरे यार डॉक्टर फिर तो अभी क्यों होगी ना, अगर अगर
हम्म,
80 भी मिले फॉर एग्जांपल मिनिमम भाई हम मान ले
हम्म,
तो 160
हम्म,
हो जाते हैं दोनों के,
हम्म। हाँ, बस
राइट?
ये है कि मतलब मेरा प्लान है कि आई क्लियर फर्स्ट, शी विल फॉलो इट, आई ट्राई
नहीं
टू
नहीं तो वो
मोटिवेट हर,
मोर
बट
देन
वो
एनफ है, अगर आप
हम्म,
फॉर एग्जांपल
हम्म,
उनको लेकर नहीं आते हो, आप अकेले आते हो पहले,
हम्म,
सपोज कि भाई 6 मंथ या 1 ईयर में पहले अकेले जाऊंगा, फिर बाद में बाप को बाद में बुलाऊंगा,
हम्म।
तो ऐसा कर
तो
सकते हो आप।
ओके, बिकॉज मेरा गोल वही था कि जितना मैं अभी मतलब सेविंग तो ना हो, बट एटलीस्ट जो इंडिया में मेरे बाकी एक्सपेंडिचर्स हैं वो भी कवर हो जाए, एटलीस्ट फैमिली पार्ट और वो सब कवर हो जाए, तो दैट्स नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम फॉर मी, आई थिंक
हाँ
सो
तो
इन दिस।
इंडिया में मैं जितना अब 50,000 अगर आप अर्न सेव कर लेते हो तो इंडिया वाली जो आपकी लाइबिलिटीज है वो भी आपकी पूरी हो जाएंगी, राइट?
एग्जैक्टली।
तो गाइस आई थिंक वी आर लिटिल बिट लेट, 6 PM हो गया है अभी सिडनी में, और सुकून को भी अभी बहुत लेट हो सकता है।
No, that's okay. If anyone has any more question, like
Yes.
you can ask.
So guys, at the end, if you have any question, please ask again because I have another meeting.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Swapnil, for
Thank
giving
you,
your
Dr. Siddharth. We are looking forward to see you.
Yes,
soon.
and where is the doctor? There is one guy. He was, I think, yesterday registered. He's a Nepalese doctor. Oh yes, Lakshmi. What is that?
Dr.
Pushpendra, I
Purushottam.
think.
Purushottam.
Purushottam. Yes, yes, yes. Dr. Purushottam, any question?
No, sir.
Okay, okay. Basically, Purushottam's wife passed the exam. She is a pharmacist in our last batch.
Okay.
So yes, so he's a MBBS, but his wife was a pharmacist.
Okay. Yes, Lakshmi. Do you have any question?
He's using the Lakshmi ID. He's a
He is Purushottam.
Okay,
He's
okay.
using his wife's ID.
Okay, okay. Yes.
Okay, guys. Then thank you so much. Okay, bye, 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 Swapnil.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.